Hey guys, my name is Shelby and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I do lots of different content on gardening, homesteading, farm to table recipes, chicken content, so much more. Today, what I'm doing is some food prep because I just had a baby about 4 weeks ago and I'm extremely outnumbered. What we're doing is some breakfast sandwiches, some freezer smoothies, egg bites. This is going to help me greatly with accomplishing the goal of making things from scratch and saving money and also saving time, which is something that is so valuable to me right now. I'm gonna make it as easy as possible. Let's get started. First, I'm gonna get to the breakfast sandwiches. I'm making 12 English muffin sausage, egg, and cheese sandwiches. I'm making 6 bacon, egg, and cheese bagels. You'll need 2 pounds of breakfast sausage, and you'll also need at least 1 pound of bacon. This is a 1.5 pound pack. I like to shop at Aldi. They have really good deals here, especially on bacon. This is really good bacon. The other half a pound I'm going to use for the egg bites that you'll see later in this video too. Each individual pound of sausage I'm cutting into 6 equal parts and then forming them into a patty. So I'm doing this for both pounds of sausage to make 12 individual portions. Then I'm laying out the bacon on a sheet pan and fitting as much as I can on there. I was able to get about 1 pound on one sheet pan. I have the bacon and the sausage in the oven. It's going to take about 15 minutes or so on 425. Just keep an eye on it. And now I'm going to get started on cooking up the eggs for the sandwiches. I'm using 1.5 pans basically for this. So I'm going to fit 12 on one pan and 6 on the other pan because I'm making 18 sandwiches in all. And then I'm just going to cut it into 18 squares for all the sandwiches. Now I'm just directly cracking 12 eggs into the larger sheet pan. This made it so easy, not a lot of mess to clean up. And I poured about 1/2 cup of half and half into the big sheet pan and 1/4 cup in the smaller one. 1 teaspoon of salt for the bigger and 1/2 teaspoon for the smaller, and then a little bit of pepper. To save time and also dishes, all of that, I'm actually just using like a hand blender or an emulsifier. This is an awesome tool to have in the kitchen. But if you don't have one, just mix all of the eggs and everything up in a bowl and then dump it into the pans later. Look at how amazingly easy it is to blend everything up straight in the sheet pan. You could actually whisk everything together in the sheet pan as well. I baked everything at 350 degrees for about 15 or 20 minutes. It just depends on how thick or thin your sheet pan is. Really important, all bacon cooks very differently because of the thickness size. This took about 20 minutes on 425 as well as the sausage patties. And look at that, deliciously crispy. I'm melting 1 stick of butter in the microwave. That way I can easily lather each piece of bread with a little bit of butter just to give it that extra flavor. Of course, this is optional. If you want to be a little bit healthier, you can use olive oil or avocado oil or no oil at all. I'm toasting the bread in the oven for about 4 minutes for a little bit of texture. Cutting the eggs into 18 even portions while the bread is toasting. Who cares if they're square and not circle? It tastes just the same. Once your English muffins are done toasting to your satisfaction, it's time to dress them up. So I'm just using 1 slice of cheddar cheese. Use whatever cheese you have on hand, a slice of the egg, and also some of the sausage. And then I'm just simply putting the top of the English muffin on there. And we're going to put them in some freezer Ziploc bags for some easy storage in the freezer. Now, I'd really like a solution to not use so much plastic. So if anybody has suggestions on something I could use other than freezer bags, definitely drop them in the comment section below. And now we're going to start on the bagels. It's basically the same process except for we're just going to be adding some bacon to each bagel. We're going to toast them up with some butter. I added a slice of cheddar cheese, an egg square, and 2 pieces of bacon to each bagel. This was really thick bacon, so the 2 pieces of bacon was definitely enough to make it a hearty and satisfactory sandwich. Reheating these sandwiches were really easy. For both the sausage and the bacon sandwiches, just place them in the refrigerator overnight to naturally thaw out and then put them in the toaster or the oven for a few minutes to get them nice and crispy. You can also microwave for a few minutes, but it's definitely better if you toast them. The 18 breakfast sandwiches are done, which is awesome because that's, over 2 weeks worth of sandwiches for my husband. Now what I'm going to do next is make these egg bites, which is mostly for me because I'm trying to do a little bit of a low carb thing after having the baby. I'm going to line the cupcake pans, which is what you'll need, or muffin tins, with just like cupcake liners. That way it's easy to get them out. If you have a silicone baking dish, then you won't need liners. It would just be really easy to pop them out. I prefer to use little liners for easy cleanup and easy, removal. You're going to be amazed how easy it is to make these Copycat egg bites from Starbucks. I am using Gruyere and Swiss cheese. You can use any cheese you have on hand. Crack your eggs directly in the blender. I'm using 12 eggs, about 3 cups of cheese or 8 ounces. You'll need an entire 24-ounce pack of cottage cheese. I'm using whole milk, about 1 teaspoon of salt and a little bit of pepper, and then blend it up till everything is super silky smooth. This recipe makes 24 egg bites. The other 8 ounces of bacon I am chopping up for garnish. Then carefully pour your egg custard into each individual cupcake or muffin mold. It's kind of hard not to make a mess, so do your best. Top each egg bite with bacon, and to get the souse vide effect, put your cupcake pans in a larger pan and fill it with water. I baked these at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes, and voila, you've got some perfect sous vide egg bites right at home. Reheating these is as simple as taking them out of the freezer, microwaving each one for 1 minute, and you're ready to enjoy. Now that our egg bites are done and our sandwiches are done, it's time to get into making our smoothies. I'm preparing 14 today, and it could not be simpler. So what I did for the smoothies is I got a few frozen bags of strawberries and some frozen bags of blueberries. At Aldi, it was actually just cheaper to get them already frozen, and it saves me some time and effort because the strawberries are already, the tops of them are cut off, and also I don't have to clean them. I don't have to wash them or anything. So that saves some time there. But if they were fresh and they were a better price, then I would have bought that. So that's why some of the fruit is fresh, some of it is frozen. I'm using 3 6-ounce packages of blackberries and 3 6-ounce packages of raspberries fresh. They just so happen to be a better price than the frozen. Also, you can use whatever fruits that are on sale that you prefer in your smoothies. You'll need 1 banana per smoothie bag and 1 32-ounce package of yogurt. I prefer whole milk plain Greek yogurt, but use whatever you prefer. And also about a half a cup of spinach per package, so this is 7 cups in all. The frozen strawberries and blueberries definitely save time because you don't have to worry about washing them or cutting off any of the green ends. All right, let's get to throwing these things together. I'm grabbing just about a half a cup of spinach per package. I'm using freezer bags. Then I'm just tossing 1 banana in each individual package. With the berries, I kind of eyed it out, so I used a little spoon and ladled the blackberries and raspberries in, then the blueberries, and then the strawberries. Then I ladled about like a half a spoonful of yogurt in each package, which equates to about 4 to 5 ounces of yogurt per individual smoothie bag. Whenever you're ready to enjoy your hassle-free smoothie on the go, just simply pull the freezer bag out of the freezer, and I just kind of tore it off because it's going to go in the trash anyways. It's one solid piece of fruit and yogurt at this point. I just had to break it apart with my hand to get everything to fit in the blender. I poured 8 ounces of orange juice in here, but you can pour whichever juice you prefer or water. Blend on high till everything is smooth, and there's no need to add extra ice. It's going to be plenty cold as is. That is everything. I'm super excited to have a whole freezer full of different meals, sandwiches, egg bites, smoothies, everything. That was way easier than I expected it to be. I'm going to start doing this on a regular basis because it makes life so much easier. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.